and welcome to the Mama Nevin YouTube channel. I'm Mama Nevin on YouTube and on Instagram, and my name is Joan. I'm very happy to have you here joining me today for a visit. This looks a little off, sorry. I have had a somewhat busy week, so let me get into what all has been going on. First, I want to talk about Mr. Pirate Man. He is our 2-ish-year-old mixed breed that we adopted in May of last year. And he is continuing to settle in. So he's been with us about 8 months. He's developed a taste for my shoes. And this week, I don't know if you can see this, but this is my sock measure ruler, and he decided that I needed some help with that. So, anyway, we had, Pirate is he's really sweet, and he is what I call a bird's nest sleeper. So the other day I got up and I was really, really tired, so I went and laid on the sofa, and Pirate came and got in between that little part of your legs, the back of your legs, and had himself a lovely nap. So I love that. I used to have a dog that was a bird nest sleeper, so it's really nice to have one to do that again. Let's get started on all these projects. So first of all, let's discuss my whodunit socks. I did not get these done in time, but that was okay. I really wasn't trying to get them done by a deadline. I enjoy talking about them every week, so that's where we are right now. So the whodunit, this is where I am so far. So this is the white, the yellow, the red, then Professor Plum, what was his? I know it was 5 repeats of the double fleck stitch, which is really neat. I'm really enjoying making these. It's so nice to have the difference of the different stitches each time for each color. So after this, I did go ahead and roll the dice, and I made them say what I wanted them to say. So next time, now I didn't get the plum done on this one. I still need to pick up stitches around the to make the gusset. So there we are. But I mean, I did do both heels and both heel turns, so I felt like I got a lot done. So next time it will be Mrs. Peacock with a lead pipe in City Park, and so that's going to be 3 repeats of Irish Moss in the blue. So that's kind of neat. So that's this sock. And then we have my cross stitch. And I got into the red this week. So I think it's looking really cute. So I'm anxious because I was looking at the white and I was like, what is going to go on? So I did cheat and look and discover that all of the white was going to have back stitching around it. So hopefully that'll make it show up a little bit better. So after the red, let's see if I can tell. So right now I am finishing up day 13. So, and I'm going to have some more red, and then 909. So I don't know what color that is off the top of my head. I want to say it's green. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get to that next week and I can show it to you. All right, moving along here. Let's see. Is that all I had? Seems like it should be more than that. Anyway, I pulled this one out of hibernation. And this is my northeasterly blanket made out of Advents. And so this is my first column. My goal at this point is to finish this first column. And then we can catch up on some of the others, and it won't be so awkward to deal with. But this is one of the sections that I did this week. And this was Sweet Sparrow I think day 20 of 2021. Okay. And I'm not quite done with this section. I only have 15 ridges, so I need to do 5 more of that one. But I also got done at the other part of the blanket that's a mess. I also got done, where'd it go? Oh, wrong side, duh. I got done this one, this green, and this is from Southern Stitches 2022. I believe this is number 8. No, 2, 3, 4, number 4. And then this little yarn right here was a pain in the tush because I lost it. I had it in my lap, and Pirate came over and was trying to help me knit. And so I put things down very quickly so he wouldn't rip the needles out. And this yarn just disappeared. Just disappeared. And we were ripping our living room apart trying to find it. And then we were wondering, did Pirate grab it and take it someplace? And we looked everywhere. So my husband is incredibly wonderful to me, and he allows me to have next to my chair that we watch, we watch television and sit and talk and whatever, and that's where I do all my crafting. So he has allowed me to have this cubby hole thing next to my chair, and what it originally was for was putting shoes in, but what I use it for is each of my projects. I turned it on its side, and so each cubby hole has a project in it, and so it's just easy for me to reach over and grab one. Well, I was like, I'm gonna have to take this thing apart. It's got to be here somewhere. So I pulled it out, and lo and behold, on the very bottom, there it was. So I was like, oh, I thought I was going insane. I could not find it. So anyway, it has been found, and all is good with the world. This is, you know what? I told you wrong. I said that the other one was Southern Stitches. That was actually Shauna Stitches, and I'll talk more about that in just a second. This is the Southern Stitches one, and this is number 8 from 2022. And I don't remember the names of each one. Shame on me, I know. But this one, this whole Advent had the theme of the North Pole. Oh, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's what it was. So these have been some really beautiful colors. She did such a good job. Now, this one's Shauna Stitches, the one that I mistakenly told you before. Wait a minute. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. So number 4, Shauna Stitches 2022. And Shauna has her own podcast, if anyone would like to go watch her. She's really very sweet. But she was my swap partner that year for, oh gosh, I want to say, I don't know exactly the name of the podcast. I'll have to look it up. But they did a swap for Christmas where you can swap an Advent with someone. And it was really nice. And she, oh my goodness, she spoiled me rotten. All of my minis were from the one that they get every month. Gosh, I'm just forgetting names like terrible. I'll have to look it up and put it in the up here. But it was really nice, and I had lots of mint chocolate and coffee, and so she's a really good swap partner if you ever get her. So anyway, so that's that on this. This is a long-term project. It's going to take me quite a while to get anywhere on it. I have plenty of, all of these bins over here are Advents, and so that's what I'm pulling from. So it's going to take a while. All right, my new project this week, well, my new old project is these socks that were the West Knit Along mystery socks. And that's where we are right now. So I will put a marker, and I'm hoping this next week that I can just get these done, or at least to the toe, because I just, it's one of those things where I just want it done. So here's this one. I think this is the right one, because there is a right and left on these. So that's the right one, and this is the left one. And I know it's the left one, I think. Maybe it's not. Oh my goodness. I had a marker on it telling me which sock was which. No, this is the left one. And these yarns, let me see if I can find this one. I'm sorry, you guys. Someday I'll be a real podcaster. I definitely have some imposter syndrome going on. Darn it. I believe, I wouldn't swear to it, but I believe that this is Emma's yarn. And it is just, I don't know if you can see that. It is just gorgeous. I just love it. And so I picked this green out of my scraps to go along with it, to pull the green speckles out. So, all right. So that's what I'll be working on this week, to attempt to get something done. Now, purchases. I've been really bad. I had ordered, last year, I had ordered a couple of these, and I thought, I need to not spend that money anymore. And so I let my subscription go, but then I saw this shirt and I had to have it. So this is from Southern Stitches, and this is their shirt. It says, "Will you be mine?" which I just think is so cute. And every time you get one of their shirts, you get a sticker that goes with it. I think it's Southern Skeins. I'm sorry, I'm saying that wrong. It is Southern Skeins. So, but it is, they're so nice, and they are so soft. And I just love having the knitting theme. So I got that in. And then I also got these in, because Freckled Whimsy, their color sense is just, I know I said amazing about 45 times last week. I apologize for that. But, yeah, their color sense is just so beautiful. This is Grandma Sugar Cookies, which I think is, I love the delicate colors of that. It'll be a while before you see it, because who knows when I'll get around to knitting it. But anyway. And then this is Waiting for Santa, because, I don't know, I don't think I've told you guys, but I'm an insane person when it comes to Christmas. When it comes to Christmas, I'm a 5-year-old. And I have all of the stuff to prove it. Our house, even though our children don't live here anymore, our house is just crazy for Christmas. I collect Christmas countdowns, and I have, last time I counted, I had 27 maybe? I don't know. But should I still be doing this in December, which I'm hopeful that I will be, I will start showing some of those when we get them out of storage. Right now they're in storage and they're really hard to get to. So, oh, one thing I wanted to bring up, sorry that I told you the wrong thing. Remember this white section down here that I couldn't pronounce the name of it? One of my subscribers wrote me a note, and Bevy Moore told me that it is pronounced Andalusian. Andalusian. So, and I've decided at the end, I have just enough room. I'm going to have just enough room on my foot to put one more section of 3 repeats. And I think I'm going to do that again and do the white again so we can get a little bit more representation of the white. So now, let's see. This is another thing that came in the mail. And this is a ruler foot for my sewing machine. And I'm hoping this makes me able to instantly learn how to quilt my quilts. Probably not. Anyway. And then I got this. Yes, my credit card is in an iron lung right now. It's really bad. So this is a box that I got on Amazon because I saw a DMC box that already had the dividers in it, but I have a husband who does woodworking. So he did these dividers for me for my cross-stitch bobbins. So, I mean, I have 5 drawers, so I'm going to have plenty of room. But this is what they look like without the dividers in it. I was hoping I was like, is that cedar? Because, you know, cedar yarn, yay. It's not cedar, but it's cute, and I like it. It made me happy. So we went antiquing this weekend with all 4 kids, which I consider my daughter-in-laws my kids too. And we had a really good time, and I think every couple found at least one thing. So my poor husband didn't find anything for himself. Sorry. So what I found, and this, isn't this the cutest thing ever? It's a miniature spinning wheel, and it actually moves. And I have no idea how to use it because I don't spin. And I felt really guilty. I was like, oh, should I get it? Should I not? Should I get it? Should I not? Because I don't spin. It's really not right for me to have it. And I just kept going around in the store, around in a circle. And I came back and I was like, I really want it, even though I don't spin. I just think it matches the aesthetic of my room so well. So I decided to get it. So, and then at the next store, I thought, okay, that's my big purchase of the day. That's it. That's, you know, because I've been spending a little money. So I thought, well, that's it. I'm not going to buy anything else. We're just going to look at this other antique stuff just for fun, right? And then I found these. Isn't that so cool? I love these. It is the Knitter Woven. I don't know. Large size. Yeah, these are large. This is huge. If I ever have to knit size 13 socks again, these are going to be the blockers I'm going to use. Not really. These are probably going to go up on my wall as decorations. So you'll probably see them as decorations. So I figured I bought so much stuff. That's pretty much my show and tell for this week. After we went antiquing, we went out to eat at a little Mexican restaurant, and it was so nice. And then we went over to my son Steve and his wife Jessica's apartment, and I got to see my grand dog, and she was really happy to see us. She was so happy to see me and my husband. And you know, I don't care if your grandkids have 2 legs or 4 legs. When they're happy to see you and excited and come running down the stairs, it just makes your heart melt. So anyway, oh, I have to tell you something my husband told me the other day, which I thought was weird. He goes, do you have a scar on your face? And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, on this side, you look like you have a scar. I was like, that's a wrinkle. So anyway, with that, I just want to thank everyone so much for coming by. Thank you so much for those of you that have subscribed. That's just amazing to me. This is just awesome, and I just want to thank you again, and I hope that you get some kind of enjoyment out of this show. Anyway, if you, today, I'm sorry, I almost forgot this part. The weather. Now, I am not going to whine about my weather because I know those of you who have snow up to your ears are not going to want to hear it, and I understand. It is going to be 77 here today. Again, I'm not going to whine because 77 is fine, but what that means for the long term is we're going to have a hot summer, a really hot summer. So I'm not looking forward to that because I don't really like it that hot that much. So anyway, but we'll be able to get in the pool. So there's that. Anyway, I keep saying anyway. I'm going to go watch some football and see who wins out of the Ravens and the Chiefs. I think that's going to be a really interesting game. If you have any questions about anything that I didn't go over, because I am very scattered, as you can tell, any questions about anything, any comments, any suggestions? My daughter-in-law, Jessica, did tell me that she had a suggestion for my background. So we're probably going to work on that. And she's working on a logo for me. So I'm excited about that. So thanks for stopping by. And I'll see you hopefully next week. Bye-bye.